Have you ever looked around your room, at all the stuff you own, and wondered, how did I get here? A closet full of clothes you barely wear, gadgets that were exciting for a week, subscriptions you forgot you even had. We tell ourselves we need these things. But what if I told you that you don't actually buy things, ... You buy the feeling of being enough. Think about that for a second. That new phone isn't just a communication device, it's a ticket to the in crowd. That designer handbag isn't just for carrying your keys. It's a symbol of success. That expensive face cream isn't just skincare, it's a promise of youth and admiration. Welcome to the consumer trap. It's a beautifully designed system that's less about filling your home and more about emptying your soul. Consumerism is a master psychologist. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry that has perfected the art of selling you validation, not value. It understands our deepest insecurities better than we do. It knows you worry about being liked, about seeming successful, about not falling behind. And for every single one of those anxieties, there's a product ready to be your cure. Every ad you see, every influencer you follow, every must-have list you scroll through. It's all a carefully constructed mirror. But this mirror doesn't show you who you are. It shows you who you think you should be. Thinner, richer, cooler, happier, and the price of entry to becoming that person. It's just one click away. The genius of this system is that it doesn't feel like a prison. In fact, it feels like freedom. The freedom of choice. You can buy this brand or that brand, this color or that one. But the choice is an illusion, because no matter what you choose, you're still playing their game. You're still a shopper. And that's all the system needs. It doesn't need slaves in chains anymore. It just needs shoppers with credit cards. People who are willing to trade their time, their energy, their future, for a temporary feeling of being whole. Let's look at the hard data, because this isn't just a feeling, it's a documented reality. Marketing research shows that a staggering 80% of all purchasing decisions are driven by emotion. 80%. We think we're rational beings making logical choices, but most of the time, we're just responding to a feeling. A feeling of excitement, of envy, of wanting to belong. We're not buying the product. We're buying the dopamine hit that comes with it, and the consequences are very real. Take a look at consumer debt. Since 2020, the average consumer debt has exploded, growing by over 21% in just a few short years. People are going into debt not for life or death emergencies, but for the latest trends, the newest tech, the perfect vacation photo. Let's break down the cycle, the one so many of us are trapped in. You work hard at a job, maybe one you don't even like, to earn money. You then take that hard-earned money and spend it on things you've been convinced will make you happy. This spending gives you a brief, fleeting rush of pleasure, that dopamine hit. But it doesn't last. The novelty wears off, the excitement fades, and you're left with the same emptiness as before. Plus, a credit card bill. So, what do? You go back to work, to earn more money, to buy the next thing, hoping this time it will be different. It's a hamster wheel powered by desire and financed by debt. You work for money, spend for dopamine, and repeat this cycle just to survive. So, how do we break free? How do we escape this trap that's been so carefully laid for us? It starts with one simple, powerful question you must ask yourself before every single purchase. It's not, can I afford this? Or, do I need this? The question is this: would I still want this if absolutely nobody else could ever see it? Imagine that. You buy that watch, but you can't post a picture of it. You get that car, but you can't drive it where anyone you know will see it. You wear those clothes, but only in the privacy of your own home. would you still want it? Would it still hold the same appeal? This single question cuts through all the noise. It separates your genuine desire from the desire for external validation. It reveals whether you're buying something for yourself or for the imaginary audience you've been taught to perform for. When you start asking this question, you'll be shocked at how many things lose their power over you. The urge to upgrade, the fear of missing out, the pressure to keep up. It all starts to fade. You begin to see products for what they are, objects, not magic wands that can transform your life or your social standing. You start to realize that the feeling of being enough can't be bought. It can only be cultivated from within. By building real relationships, by pursuing genuine passions, by creating a life of meaning rather than a life of things. The core truth of the consumer trap is this: they keep you poor by making you want more. They create an endless cycle of desire, so you're always chasing, always spending, always one purchase away from a happiness that never quite arrives. They profit from your dissatisfaction. Your financial freedom is their biggest threat. Because a person who is content, a person who finds joy in experiences over possessions, a person who knows their worth isn't tied to their net worth. That person is no longer a good consumer. That person is free. Breaking this cycle is an act of rebellion. It's about reclaiming your time, your money, and your mind. It's about defining success on your own terms. It's about choosing a life of purpose over a life of purchases. So, the next time you feel that pull, that urge to buy something you don't need, pause, take a breath, ask yourself the question, would I still want this if nobody saw it? And listen, truly listen, to the answer. That answer is your first step towards freedom. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, it would mean the world to me if you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content that challenges the way we think. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever bought something just for the feeling? What's your strategy for avoiding the consumer trap? Let's talk about it. Until next time, stay mindful.